Here on the pitch at the Grove, where it's finished Halzone Town 1, Harborough Town 0. Recovering from the excitement, Martin Sockett's just come out of the dressing. That was a bit of a performance, wasn't it?
I think it was a tough game, wasn't it? Again, they're very direct, very back to front. As you can see, they're a big side and they play to their strengths. And you know, we've sort of got caught into that a little bit, so we've gone a bit long at times and played. But you know, we had 2 or 3 chances at the end to wrap it up properly. But you know, we'll take 1-0, won't we? It's 3 points, that's the main thing. But they're good side. You know, I said to the manager before the game today, when we played them first game of the season after we beat them, you know, I said, you know, with what they got there then, they'll be in and around the playoffs. And again, we've seen again today that, you know, they're not a million miles away, are they, to be honest?
No, and I'm not sure who they've got left to play, but the signing they made from Ilkeston in the week looks a handful, and one or two of their other new signings. So teams are going to struggle to beat them in the last few games, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. They're really competitive, and obviously they're up for every game because they've got something to play for. They want to get in those playoffs. So, you know, I said before the game today, at this stage of the season, everybody's still got stuff to play for. There's no gimmies, and it won't be until the last 4 or 5 games that people start saying, well, you know, I can't get in the playoffs, so we'll start looking at something else, or we're away from the relegation zone, so we can start looking at something else. But yeah, it's going to be competitive all the way through to the end, without a doubt.
Yeah. So we need to mention, it feels like a long time ago, but a cracking finish from Jamie Insall.
Good move. He bent his run really well, actually. We were right in line with it, and the 5 was playing him on. He got him behind. He got a lot of time to think about it, so that could have ended up anywhere, but very composed, tucked it away really well. Yeah, good finish.
And it had to be a good all-round performance because forwards are having to defend, defenders were going forward.
Yeah, I think, you know, you look back over the last 4 games or so from the Cambridge game where we were backs to the wall for 40 minutes or so, and we defended really, really resolutely, and that's carried through in these last 4 or 5 games, 3 or 4 games that we've had. We have defended really well as a team, and we've done it again today, and we've had to.
Yeah, and the suggestions that, you know, Craig's alluded to before, the toughness has come back, becoming a really difficult team to beat as well as keep winning.
I think that's got to be part and parcel of it, isn't it? You know, you've got to be hard to beat first and foremost, and the more clean sheets you can keep, the more chance you've got of getting something out of a game. What's that, 3 or 4, is it? Something like that?
Yeah.
The last 5 games, so I think it's conceded 1, 5 games, something like that, which is good going. Yeah, long may that continue as well.
So how do you then approach the game on Tuesday, Birmingham Senior Cup tie? Because presumably you've got to be careful ready for next Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've got some lads who haven't had many minutes of late, so you know we've got those to look at that we could bring in and get them some minutes and get them to get a start on Tuesday night. So yeah, you know, we'll look at that and get some minutes into people for sure.
Yeah, one of those games. One of my obvious questions. It was hard to watch as a fan because of it being so close and cool. Would have been better if it was 2-0. Did you get a chance to enjoy that as a manager?
No. Definitely not. No, you're too busy looking at things. You know, we've changed shape again and try and nullify what they've been able to throw at us from deeper areas. And to be fair, when we changed it, we got in behind 2 or 3 more times. So yeah, you're just constantly looking at different ways to stop them hurting us, and you know, look at how we can hurt them. So it's a mentally tiring task after 90 minutes.
Well, yeah, it was hard enough for the fans and their mind as a manager. So recover well. I don't just mean the players. I mean you and Craig, and we'll go again all next week.
Yeah, just before we go, obviously Craig wasn't here today, so he's had to go with Kate. Hopefully, the baby's been born or everything's okay. If not, anyway. But yeah, we wish them all the best, and hopefully we can say that result today is for them too.
Yeah, maybe as well he wasn't watching if he had other things on his mind as well.
Definitely. Yeah, he'll be all right.
Thanks, Martin.
Thank you.
Cheers.